Welcome. This is a strategic guide designed for senior management, boards of directors, and investors. We're going to focus on a critical and honestly often overlooked piece of global regulation, the new AI literacy mandate under Article 4 of the EU AI Act, and what it really means for your organization right now.
So, let's start with the most pressing question for any multinational company that's operating in or even just serving the European Union. With that public enforcement deadline just a few months away, being prepared is no longer just a strategic advantage. It's become a core operational and financial necessity.
The timeline here is pretty stark. The obligation for you to ensure AI literacy among your staff, that's actually been in effect since February of 2025. And this August, national authorities all across the EU are going to begin public enforcement. The window for strategic planning is closing fast. The time for documented, provable action is now.
To help you navigate all this, we've structured this guide to get right to the point. We'll start with the mandate itself. We'll clarify who exactly this applies to, dig into the tailored nature of the requirement, outline the very real risks, and then we'll wrap up with a clear strategic action plan for you as leaders.
Okay, first things first. Let's establish the foundation of this new compliance requirement. What exactly does Article 4 mandate for your organization from a leadership perspective?
So at its core, Article 4 mandates that your organization ensures that anyone, and I mean anyone, touching AI systems on your behalf has an appropriate level of understanding, and that includes your employees, your contractors, any third parties, you name it. This isn't some vague suggestion, it's a specific, actionable obligation.
Now, for a really crucial point for every single US-based and multinational company out there, who exactly does this apply to? Because the answer might be a lot broader than you think. This really shows the Act's significant extraterritorial scope. See, the key thing to understand is that it's not about where your company's headquartered. If the output of an AI system that you provide or use affects people inside the European Union, your organization falls under this Act's jurisdiction, period.
So it's absolutely vital for your leadership team to figure out which hat you're wearing. Are you a provider, developing and marketing AI? Or are you a deployer, using AI in your business operations? It's also entirely possible you're both. Your specific obligations, especially when it comes to training, are going to be different based on these roles.
And let's be really clear about this. Just using standard third-party business software, let's say an AI-powered tool for hiring in France or for marketing to customers in Germany, that alone can classify your company as a deployer. And that puts you squarely under the purview of this Act.
All right, next up. It is critical to understand that compliance here is not some simple check-the-box exercise. This requirement for AI literacy is nuanced, and you can't satisfy it with a single, generic, one-size-fits-all training module.
You see, the Act's definition of literacy is intentionally broad. It goes way beyond just technical skills. It's about having a strategic understanding of both the opportunities and the potential harms of AI. This is a business-level competency, not just a tech-level one. So, to meet this nuanced requirement, the best practice that's emerging points to a multi-layered approach. You start with foundational training for absolutely everyone. Then you move to specialized training for key roles. And finally, you have bespoke, mandatory training for anyone operating high-risk systems.
And as you can see, what AI literacy means varies dramatically across an organization. Your board doesn't need to know how to code, but they absolutely must understand governance and strategic risk. Your procurement team, they need to be literate in vendor due diligence, and that's a completely different skill set from what your technical staff needs.
Understanding the mandate is one thing, but for leadership, understanding the consequences of noncompliance, well, that's what drives immediate and strategic action. The financial penalties under the wider AI Act are severe, and here's the kicker. These fines are calculated against your company's total worldwide annual turnover, not just your European revenue. For a large multinational, these figures can be absolutely staggering.
Now, while Article 4 itself doesn't have a direct fine attached to it, regulators have been very clear on this point. Failing to ensure AI literacy can be seen as an aggravating factor. What that means is it could actually increase the penalties for other related violations under the Act. Think of it as a risk multiplier. So your risk exposure is coming from two different directions. On one hand, you have public enforcement from regulators in every single EU member state.
And on the other, you have the potential for private legal action from individuals who claim they've been harmed by your use of an AI system.
So let's bring this all together with a clear strategic path forward. This is the framework that your board and senior management can use to oversee and direct this critical compliance effort.
This is your high-level governance framework. Look, your role isn't to build the training courses yourselves, but it is to ensure these strategic actions are being taken. You have to assess the current landscape, mandate a tailored approach, demand documentation to prove compliance, monitor how the regulations are evolving, and, critically, make sure the organization is consulting with legal experts. And finally, we must emphasize that this guide is a starting point for your strategic discussions. It's designed to help you frame the issues as leaders, but it is not, and it cannot be, a substitute for professional legal guidance that's tailored to your company's specific situation.